Ladies and gentlemen, it is that time again, that time for Smite. I am KageKaze, and we'll be looking at the new god, Fenrir. Yes, with this patch that introduces Fenrir comes quite a few changes, actually. Spectate of your friends has been enabled to all accounts, it looks like now, and they've changed up items. Basically adding tiers to the active items in the game. Now, of course, since I'm playing Fenrir for the first time for this, I'm going to go ahead and make him be auto-leveled and auto-purchase items, and we'll explore what default equipment they give Fenrir and what skills they recommend. I, of course, have played him a few times and have an idea of how I would build him, but this is just kind of an exploratory thing. So let's take a look at Fenrir real quick and see what he's all about. This is the first god with what we would call combo points. If you're not familiar with like rogues in World of Warcraft, combo points are as you hit an enemy, you get these abilities, these points that you can use on more powerful abilities. Fenrir is going to gain efficiency as he attacks. Every hit from a basic attack adds 1 rune up to a max of 5, and each of the abilities will gain an additional benefit when they're used at maximum runes. At that point, the runes are consumed. Also, any enemy gods that die near Fenrir will completely fill up his runes. So if you kill an enemy god, you have the ability to lash out against another god right away with full runes. That's pretty cool. So unlike the combo points of, say, rogues in Warcraft or something like that, you don't get more power for each combo point, for each rune that you activate. It's basically all or nothing in this game. So if I only have 2 or 3 runes and I use an ability, I still have 2 or 3 runes, and they don't get consumed until I use an ability at all 5 runes. So Fenrir here is considered to be a brawler assassin. Quite unique, actually, considering that they're usually mutually exclusive. He is not classified as a carry, though. Fenrir is actually very strong from the beginning. In fact, I dare say, from my experience playing him and as fighting him, I'd almost say he might be too strong. I feel some of that comes from his third ability, which is the first ability the game has purchased for us, called brutalizes. Fenrir pounces to hit his target location. If there's an enemy in the radius, he strikes them 4 times. It does an additional 10 physical damage, plus a percentage of physical power, with each strike while being immune to knockups. At full runes, each strike deals 75% damage to nearby enemies. So the problem with brutalizes, I think, is that 4th hit, honestly. He hits really hard, and I have seen Fenrir decimate a god's health very quickly with that ability. And I almost wonder if it should only be 3 hits, or if the power should be reduced in some way. Now, before sitting down to record this, there was a quick hotfix brought out on the Smite servers that actually lowered the power of Fenrir's second ability, Seething Howl. Fenrir rears back and howls, inspiring himself with 10 physical power and 5% lifesteal. At full runes, the buff is increased by 50%, and that, of course, will gain power as we put points into it. So you get a nice dose of physical power and some innate lifesteal, meaning Fenrir doesn't exactly need to rely on lifesteal items as much, although he certainly could. Kind of like Kali has a default 5% lifesteal, yet she still works very well with lifesteal. Now that has been nerfed, so he doesn't get near as much physical power out of it. It actually got hit pretty heavily. So I'm going to go ahead and get the speed buff here for someone. Let's just go ahead and use this ability, you can see. There, ooh, good thing I stopped.
Enemy missing.
Alright, so the number 1 ability I get is the Unchained. Fenrir leaps forward, does 95 physical damage to all enemies where he lands. At full runes, it stuns enemies for a second. If you hit a god, it's got half of a cooldown. That ability has about a 15-second cooldown, which means if I hit a god with it, it's only 7 seconds. So you can pounce around pretty nicely. And we are dealing with a rough comp here. Fenrir Emir is not an easy thing to deal with. Mainly because of that that Emir stun or freeze. That is horrible. He will freeze, Fenrir will go in and basically hit for the... Uh-oh, let's just pull back a little bit. I could have countered him, but I was afraid of Emir moving in. So that's the icon right there for brutalizes, as you can see. Separate from Neath a little bit. No. Come into the tower. Come into the tower. Yes. As you can see, that is the dangers of Fenrir. He hits really hard. So I'm going to go ahead and use my lifesteal and get some of my health back. I'm also using my potion. As you can see, the game bought for me meditation and sprint, as it usually does. No, he wasn't able to do that. I got to be careful, though. That Fenrir could finish me off. Of course, the thing is I could finish him off, too, with his weak power. If Neith would root him, might be able to do it. As you can see, wherever the icon is, it will show an icon above the head of the enemy that it will brutalize. It's a lot like Loki's backstab ability. Now, the thing about it is Fenrir has to have all 4 hits. He has to continue the combo. As far as I can tell, you can't right-click out of it. Which means you can lure Fenrir into traps if he hits you with brutalize, as long as you don't die, which is kind of hard considering how hard it hits. As you saw, I kind of let him into the tower there a little bit, and it did do a bit of damage to him, but he's slowly getting that back up. Yeah, Emir is being very obvious with those telegraphs there, but that's what Emirs do. I need Neith to do a little more damage to him before I feel comfortable pushing in on him. I can, of course, leap away now when I need to. This is going to be a very difficult lane, and I'm not looking forward to this match. Emir Fenrir has been something I've struggled with as a Fenrir. Oh, jeez. And, oh, he got away. Got him! Unfortunately, Emir got me. That's okay, I'll trade a 1-for-1 Fenrir. Alright, so Ragnarok is Fenrir's ultimate. Upon Ragnarok, Fenrir grows massive in size, becomes immune to CC, and moves 50% faster. Fenrir bites the enemy god, dealing 150 physical damage, and carries them away for 2 seconds. Biting a CC immune god deals the damage, but ends the ultimate. At all runes, his protections will double. So that is the most unique ultimate I think I've seen in Smite. You actually can pick up a god and carry him for 2 seconds, which means you can carry an enemy god into a trap. I have carried enemy gods into towers and just let the tower kill them. Uh-oh, Neith is going to die. That's not good. I could probably chase into... Come on. I could have probably chased that Emir, but... he got away. So apparently there seems to be a small glitch there, because I've tried twice to counter his brutalize with my own, and as you can see, my cooldown went off because I hit an NPC, unfortunately. I can hit NPCs with it. But I tried to counter him by hitting him with it, and it looks like while he's brutalizing me, I can't brutalize back. It's kind of weird, because I had tried twice now to do that. So as you can see, my runes, yeah, it's call missing. My runes here are above my portrait, and at a maximum of 5 is when I get secondary effects. So my one ability, my leap, can stun, which I can use for initiating, or escape if I so desire. The game is leveling up Brutalize first. As you can see, it's going up quite nicely at 30 physical power right now. At full runes, it's pretty nice for clearing lanes because it does have that AoE. Okay, so let's see here. I have my ultimate. Unfortunately, they're playing back to their tower, so my ultimate is really... It does good damage. Uh-oh. See, I see that coming a mile away. It does good damage, but really the whole point of it is to control the enemy. Nice hit, Neith. Very nice. Okay. I could go in and stun. Unfortunately, leaping in gets me away from Neith. That makes it very difficult to do anything else. Ooh, Fenrir pulled his ultimate. You see that? There we go. What's he going to do? He's not going to do anything. As a matter of fact... get a brutalize on Emir. What I need to do is... Oh, really? Fenrir got me. Come on, Neith. Ah, jeez. I played too aggressively on that one. Sorry, let's take a look at the items the computer is purchasing me. So it starts me with Death Toll for some sustain, and of course Warrior's Tabi for just your basic attack build, physical damage build. So unfortunately, I used the wrong item there earlier. Let me swap these around. I want Sprint to be the primary ability. Now, Meditate on Fenrir I found to be not really that useful, honestly. It's nice. But unlike other gods, especially attack damage gods, I tend to use a lot of abilities, so I can spam abilities and really I can use Meditate a lot. But with Fenrir, his abilities are more useful in certain situations, like you don't want to spam Brutalize, you don't want to spam your leap, and especially if you're trying to get full stacks of runes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my 5 runes and I'm going to use these to get myself a little bit of a buff. Now I could get the cooldown buff, but I'm going to go for... well, maybe not. Hold on. Fenrir's in mid. Uh-oh. I just picked up Emir and he's going into the tower. And he's down. Thank you, Agni. So, alright, so much for gaining a buff. Let me see, are they still back in the tower? I think they were. Alright, let's do this. Let's see if I can't steal their attack damage buff. There we go. See, I just cleared out the rest of the enemies here. I'm going to go ahead and use my Howl to lifesteal. There we go. Get a level, get some gold. Let's go back to spend that gold so I can get back into lane. I'm glad I was able to do something to help out Agni there. I was hoping to get Fenrir, but getting Emir is good too. Now Neith is dealing with Fenrir here on the right. I'm going to try and come in and help him out. And once I'm done here, what I'm hoping to do is I'll see if I can't show off the new... yeah, that's right, Emir. I'm surprised he's back already. And it's still early in the game yet. Now in 10 seconds, if they stay close, I can pull one of them into my tower. Now beads, basically anything that breaks crowd control, like beads, will get you out of Fenrir's ultimate. So if he picks you up and you have beads, use them. Things like an Aegis won't work though. The Aegis will only work if you use it before he bites you. Alright, I'm going to brutalize him before he gets out, and there we go. You are not getting out of my tower. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and sprint to follow him up. And if I can... oh, I missed. Alright, he's going to get away. So Fenrir cannot be knocked out of his brutalize. In other words, gods like Poseidon, which have a pushback, it won't work. He's immune to pop-ups when he's in that state. Let's see what I can do here. Come on. Ah, screw it. Got him. I knew I wasn't getting out of his ultimate. My hope there was to just survive.
Enemy missing left.
Oh, Fenrir. Doo-doo-doo. Yeah, I'm out of there. Nice. Thank you, Neith. Thank you.
Thanks.
Alright, what am I getting? Ooh, Soul Eater, huh? Where's Tabi to Soul Eater? So they're giving me some lifesteal. That's not bad. Unfortunately, as is the buying system, it will only buy me 1 potion. Now, it's also only going to buy Tier 1 actives because they haven't set the auto-buying system to use the new tier system. In case you haven't seen it, since I've been talking about it just a tiny bit, as you can see here, Sprint has been nerfed a little bit from its level 1. It's a 35% run speed for 4 seconds, and it also makes you immune to slows for 2 of those seconds. At level 2, it regains its former glory of getting 35% at 6 seconds, and you're immune to slows for 3. Alright, let's see if I can't make something happen with Fenrir here. Okay, I'm zoning him out. And I saw that he was coming in, so we're pulling back. But here's what's happened is, so items, actives are only really as powerful as they used to be at rank 2. So that makes them more expensive. 250 for rank 1 and an additional 350 for rank 2. Which makes them about 700, I believe, for everything at the rank 2. But at rank 3, everything gains a new special ability. So here you can see Sprint will now last for 8 seconds, makes you immune to slows, and you are also no longer slowed when you attack for 4 seconds. So Sprint here is actually really good for a character like Fenrir now. Not only can you chase, but for 4 seconds you can actually attack while chasing without losing speed. As you all know, you get slowed as you attack and move, so Sprint allows you to counteract that. It is awesome for characters like Nasia, who has a self-attack speed buff, so you pop that, pop Sprint, and enemies, you can chase them down while you're attacking, and they really can't do much about it. Okay, a middle call was let out, so let's just keep an eye out. It looks like they're going left. Very good. Come on, if Neath can actively get a stun on one of these. They're trying to zone us out of experience, I feel, and they're not doing a great job of it. Doing moderate. Alright, so Sprint, yeah, fantastic. Also, someone mentioned on the forums that they can kind of foresee a new kind of metagame progressing, and that is a... Oh, really? You know what? Come into my tower. Brutalize! Uh-oh. Oh, come on, 8 seconds. Oh, he's gonna get away. Really? I will take that. Hell yeah. Aha! Nice. Oh, that is awesome. I do not want him getting away. I do not want him getting away. I could totally tower dive him. Oh, except for Aphrodite. Except for Aphrodite. Oh, jeez. I should have jumped sooner. That's okay. I got Fenrir, and Ymir has to pull back. We're good here. So, meditation. A lot of people I hear in competitive play don't really use it. I tend to. I'm not competitive, though. I'm more casual. Meditation's got a nice secondary buff, now at level 3. Now, the cooldown stays the same through all 3 ranks. And you still get 75% of your mana back at all 3 ranks. At rank 1, though, you get 15 MP5. At 2, you get 30 MP5. And, of course, at rank 3, 45 MP5. It's a ton of magic. So you can basically pop meditation and just start spamming abilities. But also, at rank 3, you get 25 of your maximum health back. So you can actually use meditation as a healing agent, which is quite nice. So let's take a look at the final rank of Brutalize. This is not bad. This is 50 power. And it's got 16.5 from my 120 physical power. So it's not gaining a lot of my physical power, but it's gaining enough. So Fenrir is by himself. We're doing much better against this lane than I thought we would, honestly. A Fenrir Ymir can be very, very dangerous. Alright, so we are a couple levels up on them.
Enemies have returned to middle.
At least I'm a couple levels up on Ymir. Alright, come here, you. Ah, wow, he is able to leap out of it. So, maybe they changed that, because there was a time where if you tried to move away while he was brutalizing, he had to follow you.
Enemy missing left.
I think if you use a leap ability or something like that, then it won't count. But if you do just run, it will definitely... he will have to follow you. Alright, Ymir. Really? No, really? No, it's just not going to happen. No, 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 no. It hurts. Don't get me wrong.
Your middle tower is under attack.
Yeah. Yes, come into my tower. Thank you. Oh, jeez. At least he died.
Nice job.
At least he died. Playing Fenrir versus Fenrir is odd. Oh well. I have full Soul Eater, so let's see. I've got some physical and power and lifesteal, which is good. That will help Neath out as well. Don't know what the next item it will buy. I don't think I have quite enough for another item, but that's alright. I really would love to have more potions, but I'm just kind of testing myself here once again. I don't know why. I just like doing when I do a video for a god for the first time. I like having everything built out for me, just to see what kind of build it makes and if I can make it work. Unfortunately, again, the buying system won't buy tiered actives.
Enemy missing left.
So Seething Howl is now sitting at 25 power and 20% lifesteal. Buff is increased by 50% again at full runes. So you're looking at like 30% lifesteal. I believe it goes up to 35% at maximum level. Ooh, Agni's here, Agni's here. Thor retreating. See, Agni is giving chase to Ymir and Thor. Alright, let's just clear out the lane. Alright, you know what I'm gonna do?
Under attack. Okay.
I am going to grab speed buff. Let's go ahead and use this. 5 combo points or 5 runes. 1, 3, 4. I can pretty much sustain creep now, which is nice. Honestly, Fenrir is powerful enough that you can solo fairly early Gold Fury and Fire Giant. Although, again, they did reduce the Seething Howl damage, so that may not be true anymore. I'd have to try.
An ally has been slain.
Alright, so I'm going to try pushing this right lane. No one's here. I don't know if any missings got called, to be honest with you. It's... Alright. Let's howl and jump on this tower.
An enemy has been slain.
Trying to keep an eye out on both sides. If anything comes towards me, I will leap out. My howl's back up almost. There we go.
An ally has been
I should have this. There's Ymir. I want to get the tower before I go. There we go!
slain. Your team has destroyed a right in an enemy has been slain.
Excellent. Alright, I'm going to call missing again, even if it was called earlier. Ymir, yeah, he's pulling out. Alright, I am an assassin, so let's do what assassins do best. Let's go kill some fools. Looks like Fenrir went mid lane, that's interesting. I could come up behind him here. Oh, come here, you. Hey, Ymir. Where are you going to carry me? Where are you going to carry me? Huh? Huh? Goodbye. Alright, well, 3 enemies there. He could have made that work to his advantage, but I don't know. I don't know why he even bothered with the ultimate in that case. Alright, let's get 5 stacks. 3, 4, 5. Let's go ahead and howl. Alright. Alright. I'm going to try and stun him, and then I should be able to brutalize. Oh, he got out. Alright, I need to go.
An enemy has been slain.
Fenrir got taken out. Thor got taken out. Excellent. And I got assists on both. Executioner, rank 2. Alright, so some attack speed and some penetration. I do not disagree with that. As a assassin, that is always very nice, especially against the tanks. Ha! So far, not bad, but of course, as an assassin, my kills aren't too high. 4-4-4. I'm 1-to-1 on kill-death ratio.
Your team has destroyed a middle enemy tower.
Alright.
An enemy has been slain.
Let's see if they took their attack buff. And if they didn't... Okay, they did. anything I can do? I don't see any gods on field. I'm gonna go grab their speed if it's up. Nope, speed is not up. Let's help take this tower. Yeah. Really? Okay, Aphrodite. You know what? Got her. Oh. Come on, come on, come on. 2, 1. I don't even care. I don't even care. He's down. That's 2 gods. I will sacrifice my one self for 2 gods. And for that, plenty of gold. So I will have Executioner rank 3. So that was probably foolish. I probably should have let him go. But again, I just died and took out 2 gods. All that's left is a mirror on the field right now. Ao Kuang comes up in 5 seconds. I would have taken that. Alright, well, let's take a look at what's going on here. So, I have been blissfully ignorant of what's been happening on the battlefield, unfortunately. Of course, commentating, going through all that, and explaining things, of course, which, you know, most people that come here probably already know a lot of this stuff, but for those people that don't know a lot about the game, I think it's nice to go ahead and go through all that. But let's see what we got here. We've got Agni in mid, we've got Neja in the left-hand side. Looks like possibly grabbing a speed buff. I think they did. Neja's going to go against Ao Kuang. Let's see how Neja does here. Misses with the sash, so is unable to take out Ao Kuang. If he would have hit with that, he might have been able to get it. Looks like Agni's going to help out in the left. Neath, Amir, and myself all just came up from the dead. Looks like Fenrir and Ao Kuang are making a push against Neja and Agni. Ooh, they got Neja. So there's 3 people there going to take out Amir. I should try and go and help, I think. I was going to try and push right because no one was there, but... Oh no, Agni down 2. So we've got 3 in the left, and there's 3 of us up. There's all of them up. What can I do here? Come on, guys, stay back. I'm going to pull one of these guys into the tower, I think. Alright, well, looks like a bunch of them are already in the tower. Let's just kind of pull Fenrir back. Oh, he just leaped out. I'm going to go ahead and give chase here. 5 seconds until I can dash. Where'd he go? I lost him. Alright. Well, that's unfortunate. I wish I would have caught up to him. He would have definitely died if I did. Alright. So, I can tell from the upper right I got the level 3 of my Executioner, and it looks like the game is building up Rage. So Rage is, of course, the item that increases attack speed, increases critical strike chance. Good job. Ao Kuang! Got him. So my attack speed and my critical strike chance will be going up, and of course the Rage's passive at level 3 is if you don't crit, you start getting more crit until you do crit. Uh-oh. Alright, pull back, pull back.
Retreat!
Come on, you're fine, Ymir. I have got full stacks. If I need to stun somebody, I can. And he misses. Alright, good.
Enemy missing left.
A couple of them went missing. I don't know where they went. Did they go towards Gold Fury? No. But if the enemy stays distracted... I can get the Gold Fury. So unfortunately the Brutalize, oddly enough, when I use it on the Gold Fury, I leap backwards. It's like I'm supposed to be leaping forward, but as you can see, look at this. My lifesteal alone without using Howl is enough to keep up, and I'm fine here. Of course, I am level 17 now, so I am going for this a bit late. I did a little bit of testing on the training grounds that they added, just to see how far I could do it. I think I soloed it, you know, fairly early, around 10 or 11 or something like that at one point, with the right items. And again, that was before Fenrir got nerfed, so honestly, he's feeling a lot better than he did. So maybe it was the Howl that was making Brutalize be as strong as it was. So the fourth hit
An enemy has been slain.
is not feeling as big of a deal as it was. I'm going to reserve that a bit until I play a few more games to see how I feel. We're not doing too bad. 23 kills to 14 deaths. How's our farm? We are at 54,000. They are at 44, so we have them beat on farm, especially with that Gold Fury. Alright. Hey, get off of her. Really? Alright. Out of there I go. Oh, you're kidding me. Freezer. Just... oh, jeez.
Your middle tower is under attack.
Okay, looks like I've got Rage rank 2. That's nice. Getting a bit more attack speed is always nice. I'm almost level 18. We've got full stacks. There he goes. Yeah, I don't know. See, that brutalized fourth hit always seems to be the one that really does them in. So if you've got a leap attack or something like that and you get brutalized, I recommend using it, because it seems like they have made it so that Fenrir will not chase if you leap. Alright, let's go get him another buff, shall we? See, that is why Fenrir Emir is very dangerous, because he stunned that Emir, or sorry, he stunned that Fenrir, and all I had to do was leap in, I hit him with a stun, I hit him with the brutalize, and he was done. Anytime you can get a freeze, a stun off, yeah, Fenrir is definitely nasty with that stuff. Well, that was weird. I think that was a little bit of lag. Alright, so let's grab these. I have enough money to get an upgrade. I can see it flashing in the upper right hand corner, so let's get Rage at full. Okay, no new items picked up. Alright, let's see what's going on here. Thor is chasing Emir in the left. Agni is in the left as well. I think I saw Aphrodite in the center for just a second. Emir...
Careful left. Enemy missing middle.
I'm letting them know that Emir is heading their way.
Right. Your left tower is under attack.
Lost sight of Emir. Okay, looks like Aphrodite is here. Emir coming in left. Alright, I am going to do what I can to take out this Aphrodite. There we go. Got her. Go ahead and pull back a bit to my buddies here. Enemy Emir is pretty weak. Let's just make that happen, shall we? Alright. Oh, yeah, that's a good idea. I cannot get him when he's like that. Ah. Alright. Only Fenrir is up. Now is the time for pushing. I was going to go for the Fire Giant, but quite honestly, doesn't seem like we're going to need it. With only one of them up, I'm going to go ahead and tank some of this Phoenix here. Let's just make this happen. Let's just ruin their chances. Looks like right Phoenix is down. Pop my potion. Alright. Alright, let's see if I can't focus. There we go. I got the Alquon, got Fenrir. I'm going to probably die to the Minotaur. Yep, but the Minotaur is down. Done, son.
Dear
That was good.
good game. You have been slain.
So what you may have noticed there during the match as well is you could hear Neith's voice on the overhead thing instead of the regular announcer voice. They've actually released 2 voice packs for 200 gems, which is kind of a bit. It's worth the price of a god, but hey, if you have nothing else to spend gems on, I guess. Voice packs for Fenrir and Neith are out. So whenever, I believe it's whenever you play that god that your call-outs, such as enemy missing, things like that, will be in that character's voice. Fenrir's is pretty cool, by the way. So that's it. Fenrir, a really good god. It's he does have a weakness in cripple. So, for example, fighting Ares really makes Fenrir suffer because all he can really do is his howl. His number 1 and his number 3 are both movement abilities. So if he gets caught in Poseidon's whirlpool, if he gets caught by Ares and his chains, things like that, Fenrir could pretty much get shut down. He is a little bit more tanky. He is classified as a bruiser, but as you can see, he also has a high damage threshold. So, not bad, but again, have to see if I think he's a little more overpowered than he should have been. Like I said, they've already nerfed him once, so he might be right around where he needs to be at this point. So that felt like a pretty good game. Hopefully that gives you an idea on what Fenrir is all about, and if you might want to actually play as him, or buy him. A lot of people are playing him, but of course that's because he was considered heavily overpowered. It's kind of difficult to get a hold of him in matches right now, so you may want to wait for a little while before you decide to purchase him until that kind of dies down just a tiny bit. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I am KageKaze. Once again, this is Smite looking at Fenrir. I'll see you next time.